Good morning, it's Barbara. It is late, but it is warm and bright and sunny out, and it's a gorgeous New Year's Day. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, I don't have my glasses on. Oh, yes, I do. I have them on my shirt. I wore my Material Girl today because this pink sweater always makes me smile, and it's not that cold, so I can have a short sleeve shirt with a turtleneck. I tried to find a white turtleneck, but I apparently don't own a white turtleneck. Something I could buy. That's all right. If I buy anything today, I'm going to be going and buying a Tunisian crochet hook because mine didn't come yet. I'm anxious to try it, and I don't have a regular crochet hook that's just, wood that I could do a little one on, because all mine have kind of a big handle, so I can't try it on what I have. Happy New Year. I hope everyone rang in the new year in the way they wanted to. We all stayed up, or I went to bed like 10 minutes after 12, but we all stayed up and we had champagne earlier in the evening, and then I'm like, we don't have anything to toast, so we got a little bit of champagne to toast at midnight. And because Aura was here, and it is her tradition to watch the ball drop on Times Square, we did that. Dennis and I generally skip that. We had to mute it because we couldn't stand listening to him anymore. And I didn't recognize a single person on any of the shows. I was flipping the channels, I didn't see anybody I recognized. They had Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's, but Dick Clark died. I guess he's a brand now. I think he did anyway. Maybe not. Maybe, but he wasn't there. I would have recognized him. Anyway, Happy New Year. I wore my Advent shawl all day yesterday. It was perfect for what I needed, but today I will be blocking it. I have work to do in my room because the girls were camping in there, so I have blow-up beds and blankets and things to process and deal with so I can have my room back. The plan had been, and maybe I told you this, the plan had been to take the chair out of my room and put it in the hallway and to make room for those beds. But turns out, because of the way we positioned the bookcase in the hallway, that the door isn't wide enough to get the chair out of. So I had to put my spinning wheel in the hallway, where Dennis thinks it's in jeopardy because of the cat up there, but the cat hasn't figured it out yet. But I will be bringing the spinning wheel back into my room today after I get rid of the beds and such. So that's my project for today, to get my room back in its good order. So a few things, I still haven't figured out my drawing stuff, and so a few things were, I have a bin and a half or so of drawing stuff that I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with, and so I moved that into the hall so Christy would have room to, lay her suitcase and all that stuff. So those will also be going back in my room. If I had any idea that Joann's had a Tunisian crochet hook, I would think about going there and then looking at their, because they have a lot of containers and storagey kinds of things that could possibly come in handy, and they probably have some things to store Christmas ornaments and things like that. I do want to get my fragile tree ornaments. I have 2 boxes of fragile tree ornaments that did not go on my tree because I have a giant tree, which we probably will never use again, but especially now because we have an extra chair in our room. But I have lots of ornaments from when I was a kid, from my parents' tree, that I would like to store more safely than in old beat-up wine boxes, which is what they're in now. But they were from Colin Vineyards, so, but they don't say that. If they said Colin Vineyards, I would keep them. That was my father's winery. So anyway, I'm thinking about taking a ride. We need some dog food. It's not urgent. It wouldn't have to be today, but if I wanted to do Tunisian crochet, I'm going to have to go buy a hook because I'm not getting my ones in the mail today because it's Sunday and New Year's Day. So I'm still thinking about that. I have a very funny shadow. Look at that shadow. Looks like I got a big giant, like somebody tried to strangle me and I have a bruise. I don't. Nobody tried to strangle me. See, it goes away when I turn this way. Anyway. So Aura just asked me how I was doing, and I reported that I'm feeling pretty good this morning. I woke up and had a cough very deep in my throat. But I took a nice steamy shower, and that helped. And so I'm feeling pretty good. I can tell that, you know, I still have that place deep in my throat. I just paused so I could cough. And, you know, feels like my sinuses are starting to make themselves known this morning. So I probably just, you know, drug myself up a little bit and whatever. But I slept pretty well last night. I took NyQuil and Mucinex. Probably not the best idea, but that's what I did. NyQuil always knocks me out. So that's a big plus in my book. So I slept pretty well. Woke up coughing, which was a drag. But otherwise pretty well. The other thing is my arm is feeling better. My arm is feeling better. I don't even think about it until, you know, it hurts a little bit. So it's not altogether better, but it's way better than it was. I've been crocheting and I was winding yarn off of my old blanket last night because my magic ball was gone. I've almost got all the old blanket wound up, so it won't be too much longer till I'm ready to actually crochet on virgin wool for my blanket. But it's really big. So I had a lot done. I had at least 20% of that blanket done when I stopped. So, and you know, you start in the middle, so the rows are smaller. The rows are getting bigger. Pretty soon they'll be enormous. I saw a chart that showed the difference in sizes of blankets. It must have been on Ravelry, so you might know. It was probably on Instagram, so you probably saw it. But it had a king size blanket, 108 by 110. So mine will be 110 by 110 or 108 by 108 or whatever, because mine will be square. But yeah, I should measure it and see what it is. It's probably 40. At least 40 inches, I would guess. So it's going along good. So I was winding yarn, and you know, and I've been crocheting, and I finished knitting on my shawl, and my arm seems to be much better. So I'm starting off 2023 on the mend, feeling good about that. So there you go. Feeling a little optimistic. Well, there's nothing like a sunny day to make you feel better. So, and thinking about things, what I want to change. One thing is that the Ode to Joy Make-Along is done. We haven't talked about continuing it, although I will admit it's possible you guys were talking about it in a thread and I didn't see it because I have been MIA on this for a while, and I apologize. You know, losing my mojo and my whatever it is, I was not on that thread nearly as much as I should be. I will be looking at it and getting inspiration from you guys because it's a very inspirational thread. But I will be locking that thread tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time, and picking winners. I have not given out prizes the last couple of months. I was giving out a monthly prize. I haven't done that. I have a couple of prizes in mind to mail. I will have some pattern prizes, and I will have a grand prize, and I will show you those tomorrow and tell you who won them. So you have all day today until 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on January 2nd, because I want you to be able to get your pictures in, and if you've been working on the Ode to Joy. And thank you everyone who's done this for the last couple of years. It has been a lot of fun. I'm just so sorry, but I know you guys have taken the ball and ran with it, and I am so impressed with what you've done. So thank you so much for your participation. It's been a great place to encourage each other and show what we're doing, and I really, really appreciate it. So there you go. That will be tomorrow. So get your pictures up and whatever you're going to do. Today's the day. And there are a few, you know, I'm going to do the new to you make along. Although, you know, I do them and then I don't post. So you may not see me post anything on any of the threads. And Karen is doing, I forget what she's calling it, but she's doing something to, you know, like finish up your whips. I will be doing a little bit of a whip parade in the coming weeks. I will be taking a look at my stuff and figuring out what I want to do with it. And I, yeah, so thinking about the new year. So I'm sure I'm going to come up with some things that I want to frog. I'm going to come up with some things that I want to work on. I'm going to come up with some things that I'm not ready to make a decision about. And so that's something to look forward to. I love Leslie's end of year parade where she shows all the things that she made in the year. I'm going to try to be a little more organized this year. I've stopped putting my projects in Ravelry. I have to figure out what I want to do. And because, you know, people ask me what I'm wearing and what the yarn is, and half the time I can't remember. So I need to get a little more organized. She feels very organized. Oh well. So there you go. Happy New Year. I hope 2023 is bright and sunny like it is in my morning for all of us all year. Wouldn't that be lovely? Although, of course, we will need rain too. But it could rain at night, right? While we're sleeping. Anyway. Thank you for a wonderful year together last year, and I'm looking forward to being with you this year. And thank you so much for your encouragement, and thank you for your lovely comments. And you guys are so important to me, and I appreciate that you let me come into your lives and have coffee with you, and I just, you know, can't say enough about that. So thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. We'll see what that brings. We'll see who the winners are, see what the prizes are. Yeah, I'm going to be probably doing that up in my room, so I need to clear my room today, so that's what I'm going to do. So please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay sane.